Hey guys, it's Luisania, and today I'll be explaining Konrad Lorenz's studies in attachments. Here's an overview about his life. As you can see, the man in the picture is Konrad Lorenz. He was born in Vienna, Austria in 1903, and 70 years later, he won a Nobel Prize in Physiology for his observations in animal behavioral patterns. In 1989, he passed away. However, he is now mainly known for his studies on newborn fowls and their attachments based on familiarity during their critical period, which is called imprinting. To start off with, what is a critical period? It's an optimal period shortly after birth when an organism's exposure to certain stimuli or experiences produces proper development. In this case, the critical period for the young fowl would be shortly after its egg hatched, where they would first see their mother and imprint on her. In the picture below, we can see how the geese follow him while he carries a bucket that we suppose is filled with food. However, they would always imitate his movement, whatever the circumstances were, not only when they would be given food. Konrad experimented with goslings, ducklings, and chicks, who have both critical periods and imprints, unlike human. His experiment basically showed that newborn fowls became attached to their mother since it was the first thing they saw in their life, and they became familiarized with her. After realizing this, he wondered if the fowls would do the same if it were to be the first thing they saw at birth. It turned out that they did follow him and copied everything he did. He served as a mother to them, and in order for him to be certain that this would happen every time, he tested his research with other species, as we can see below, with the dog being the one leading the chicks, or even objects such as balls or wheels, and the results would always be the same. Of course, when imprinting their same species, the ducks would more likely follow their steps. Imprinting is a process by which certain animals form attachments during a critical period, very early in life. The newborns would imprint on their mother, or whatever they had first seen at birth. As mentioned before, humans do not imprint on their parents. They do, however, become attached and acquainted to what they know. Ducks by instinct start following an object at birth. However, it takes time for a child to do this. For example, if Sally has a baby girl, it would take the newborn months in order to replicate and follow her mother's actions. Mere exposure to people and things fosters fondness. Children tend to reread the same books, prefer eating the same foods, rewatch the same movies, and just redo many activities they already know and are familiar with, since it makes them feel safer and more comfortable. This is why when kids are going to get their first haircut, they tend to cry and yell, since even though they might have seen their parents do it, it is completely out of their comfort zone. This study has served others, such as Christian Mulek, a French pilot that repeated Lorenz's experiment by creating a microlight plane, which is shown below, to teach his imprinted geese how to fly, since they followed his every move very closely. Although we might think attachments rely only on cognition, we are wrong. Both evolutionary and biological psychology are also involved with it, since as soon as the fowls hatch, they instantly imprint on whatever they first see during the critical period of their early life, without having any knowledge about it before. To conclude with, attachments can be based on familiarization in many species, ranging from geese to humans. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.